Hey guys, so in today's video I'm going to be showing you this kind of basic men's skincare kit slash makeup starter kit for men, because apparently men cannot handle the amount of product that it takes to groom oneself, so we gotta pare that shit down. I was contacted by Jonathan Curtis, who is started the men's makeup May hashtag, which I think is brilliant because some of these men out there, they need it, and he asked me to collaborate with him, and I thought it would be a great idea because I actually recorded a men's makeup video a long time ago, never posted it, hated it. So I'm glad that he approached me on this one because I've been wanting to make this video. Now this is a very short version of like my skincare and makeup routine, but I hope that you find it helpful because I think that men that are looking to start grooming themselves and all that, you know, there's so much crap out there that it's hard to know where to start sometimes. So that's why we're making these videos. All the products that I'm using obviously don't have to use. Some of them are pricier than others. There are of course alternatives if you do a little bit of research, or you can check out my channel. But this is mostly kind of like what steps to take in terms of skincare and then makeup. If you are interested though in what I did use, I do list them down below, so if you're interested you can check that out. Without further ado, let's get started on this look. So starting off with cleansing, I'm going to be using a simple gel based sort of cleanser. This is my go-to cleanser. I like this one in particular because it can remove both makeup slash sunscreen and it cleanses the skin really well. So this, I swear, I bought like 4 bottles recently because it's hard finding a cleanser that is not a foam cleanser, and people that watch me regularly know that I ain't about that foam cleanser life. So I kind of massage just a little bit all over the face. You don't need that much really. And then I'm gonna take a wet sponge, or you could take a wet washcloth, run under some warm water, and then just quickly wipe that off. Next, I'm gonna be using a acid toner. It's what keeps the turnover cycle of your skin going, preventing acne, taking out all those dead skin cells. And I think this is a really crucial step in prepping your skin for additional skincare. Now this is a very basic pared down routine, I guess. Right after this I'm going to be going in with moisturizer anyway, but I think the acid toning is still very important because, like I said, it removes dead skin cells, shrinks pores, balances the pH level of the skin. So if there's one thing you're going to take out of this video, acid toning. Acid toning. Now usually at this step is where I use essence or serum, but we're keeping it real simple today, and I'm making it even more simple by combining both my moisturizer and SPF. I found this recently from Too Cool for School. It's the Waterful Sun Essence, and a lot of sunscreens are very drying, which I don't personally like because 1, it dries my skin out, and 2, it just makes makeup look bad. So I like this one because it's light but really moisturizing, and it doesn't disturb makeup if you decide to wear it over or under, I mean, sorry. It doesn't feel too heavy, but with SPF, I think SPF is super important, especially for men who tend to skip SPF or don't really care for it. So making sure that you have your sun protection, keeping your skin, especially if you're acne prone like I am, where any UV rays that can really turn acne into dark spots, SPF is super important. So that was it for the skincare routine. Now it's time for makeup. As you can see, I kept this very simple as well. I've only got 4 products, and all of these have their own sort of applicators with them, so you don't really need any extra brushes for this. Now this is all Korean makeup because I'm in Korea and my channel is K-beauty based. So I'm trying to focus mainly on good looking skin and eyebrows, because eyebrows, I gotta have them shits on, gotta have them on. Now a misconception that a lot of people have with BB creams, which actually did not originate in Korea, but anyway, people assume that BB creams are like the end all be all of skincare and makeup, but these days, the term BB cream has been twisted, and it's not exactly what it really is, which is a cream that should heal the skin but also give you a little bit of coverage. So don't go buy BB cream assuming it'll do everything for you. That's why you got your skincare. So to start out evening my skin tone, I'm going to be using the Tip Concealer from the Saem. I like this because it's really smooth, blendable, but really high coverage. And I really like the color for me. I'm going to use this to even out my skin first by covering kind of like the major spots or more obvious places of concern, I guess. And then I'm going to be using the puff from this cushion that I'm going to be using next to first blend that all out. Now, if you only have a few spots and your skin tone is pretty even to begin with, you can just put concealer on targeted areas and you're out the door. But my skin is quite blotchy, so I've gotta, I've got more to do. As you can see, that's helped quite a bit. Now I'm gonna actually go into this cushion. This is the Pony Effect Everlasting Cushion Foundation. And because we did even out a lot of skin tone with that concealer, I only need to put a little bit of this. I know these cushions can be hard to get, especially if you're not in Korea. I really do like the L'Oreal Lumi cushion as well. I feel like that's more widely available. If you find that the color's a bit too light, you can always take it down your neck. But of course that also means cleansing down your neck as well. Oh. Now I like the way that this looks, but I know a lot of people might think of it as like oily looking. So what you can do is set it with powder. This is one of my all-time favorite, the Innisfree No-Sebum mineral powder. This will really keep you mattified like all day. And because it's sort of like an HD powder, it makes the skin look really smooth and soft. And if you have enlarged pores, it can really help because it kind of reduces the appearance of them. You want to put a bit on the puff and then kind of tap off the excess, and then... Oh shit, not there. A lot of people are afraid that sort of these HD powders or, powders like this are going to give them that flashback and make them look like they've got like crack or cocaine on their face in flash photography. One, I don't know where you'd be going to be taking all this flash photography for, because it seems like these days everyone's going to some event or some party where there's going to be flash photography. But really the way to avoid it is to make sure that your skin is not really dry. What we had, the base that we had under had a bit of moisture on it left, so when you put the HD powder on top, the HD powder kind of like sinks in with the moisture and it kind of prevents that flashback that you might get. Now last but not least, I'm going to be filling in my eyebrows. I think eyebrows are very important part of the face that really frame it, blah 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 blah. Guys can have very good looking eyebrows, or they can have very bushy kind of eyebrows that are hard to fill in with like a pencil. I'm going to be using a pencil today only because my eyebrows are groomed. I do take care of them. But if you have the kind of eyebrows where the hair like lifts off the skin, and using a pencil is too obvious, using something like an eyeshadow can really help, or like a brow powder, because it gives you a more natural looking shadow. There's two ways that you can go about doing your brows. You can either draw on the shape first, which is what I tend to do, and then fill it in. There's a spoolie on the other end, so you can use that to blend out the pencil so it looks more natural and not as harsh. Or you can just fill in the sparse areas where you feel like there's a bit of a gap in the hair, which is just as good. There's one eyebrow done. There's the other undone one. And that's the completed look. I hope you guys enjoy that. If you enjoyed the video or found it useful, make sure you like it. Subscribe if you haven't already. Also make sure you check out Jonathan Curtis's video. I'll link him down below. Also remember that I do link all the products that I use down below, so make sure you check that out. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.